Hello, Patriots, and welcome back to this week's episode on Mason Cable News. My name is Cayla Cade.
And I'm Ryan Petrus.
Are you looking for a fun and safe way to spend your Saturday in the beautiful fall weather? Well, you are in luck because PAC will be hosting their fourth and final drive-in movie for the semester. It will be this Saturday, November 7th from 8 to 10 p.m. It will be in Lot K. The movie we'll be showing is Disney's Onward. Registration is free on Mason 360.
CAPS is hosting a virtual event tomorrow from 2 to 3 p.m. called Art and Relaxation. This workshop is to help teach coping skills and self-care techniques while also exploring ways to use art, music, writing, and mindfulness to cope with stress. Head over to Mason 360 to find out more information on this event and how to register.
On Monday, November 9th, Inter Mason and OIPS will be hosting a virtual event from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. called Cultural Conversations and Tea and Talk, where there will be a lively discussion about the 2020 presidential election. Registration can be found on Mason 360, as well as the Zoom link to log onto the event.
Tuesday, November 10th, University Career Services will be hosting a live demo on how to use Handshake. You will be learning how to make the most out of Handshake and learn everything from creating a profile to communicating with possible employers. This event will be from noon to 1 p.m. Hop on over to Mason 360 to register for this event so you can find out how to make the most out of Handshake. We will now turn it over to Bikar Michael with his segment on this day. Bikar?
Hello, Mason Nation. Welcome back to another installment of On This Day with me, your host, Bikar Michael. We're taking a look at some of the best George Mason performances that happened in the past on today's date. On this day in 2010, the George Mason women's volleyball team defeated UNC Wilmington in 3 straight sets. Senior Holly Good registered 12 kills as the Patriots improved to 8-3 in conference play and 13-10 overall. Junior Kelsey Bowman came up big for Mason with 7 blocks, while classmate Noelle Fenella had a match-high 13 digs. Senior Fernanda Bartels led all players with 31 assists. Both schools fought each other off in the first set, with UNCW leading 8-7 before 4 straight Mason points gave the Patriots an 11-8 lead. The Seahawks clawed their way back to cut the lead to 1 before a 7-2 run sealed the first set for the Patriots. Mason were made to work for their first set, but the next 2 were a breeze. A 9-1 run opened up the second, and the green and gold led by as many as 16 before closing out the set to win 25-9. Mason started and finished strong again in the third set. A 10-3 run opened up the action, and despite UNCW's 13-7 comeback, the Patriots gave up just 3 more points to defeat the Seahawks 25-10. In local sports news, DC United lost a heartbreaker away to the New England Revolution last Sunday night 4-3. The Black and Red led 2-0 in the first 30 minutes thanks to goals by Yamil Assad and youngster Griffin Yao. New England then cut the deficit a minute later when Adam Buksa cleaned up Carlos Hill's missed penalty kick. Things got better for the Revs when United's Russell Canounce inadvertently put the ball into the back of his own net. Teal Bunbury then gave the home side a 3-2 come-from-behind lead with 30 minutes left to play. DC held on to tie the game at 3-3 in the 75th minute thanks to super sub Helman Rivas, but Bunbury grabbed his second goal in the 84th minute to seal a 4-3 comeback win for New England in what was a whirlwind of a match. Be sure to tune in to DC United's final regular season game this Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern as they look to squeak into the playoffs and take on Thierry Henry's Montreal Impact. Thanks for tuning in on this day, and as always, stay safe and go Patriots.
Thank you, Bikar. Gold Rush starts on November 11th, and there will be fun, virtual, and in-person events until Sunday, November 15th. There will be everything from a treasure hunt to a virtual murder mystery. But make sure you come out to the tabling event on November 11th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Johnson Center to pick up a free t-shirt. The schedule and registration can be found on Mason 360. We will now turn it over to Jack Dunne with the weather. Jack?
Hello, Mason. Hope everyone's having a good. So for those of you guys who like warm weather, you'll be in luck this week. Every day this we're supposed to see temperatures significantly warmer than average. Today we reach 70 degrees. For tomorrow and the weekend, the high will be in the low 70s. We might see it be sunny both days. Monday's weather should be similar, although we may see a few more clouds there. But for Tuesday, though, the high is supposed to be in the mid 70s. For the record high for Tuesday is 70s. We could reach that record. Wednesday is supposed to be rainy with the possibility of thunder, and the high should be in the low 70s. However, for Monday and Wednesday, the record high is 78 for both days, so it's unlikely that a record will be set either of those days. A storm formed in the southwest Caribbean over the weekend. Ada became a hurricane on Monday, and by Monday night it intensified. With 28 named storms, this hurricane season is now tied with 2005 for the most named storm in hurricane season, by peak winds of 150 miles an hour, tying Laura for the strongest winds of this hurricane season. It made landfall as a hurricane Tuesday afternoon, making it the strongest hurricane to strike Nicaragua since Hurricane 2007. It was also released to reach Category 4 or Category 5 hurricane strength. The most recent which was in 2000 Hurricane Paloma. Weakened drastically, and by Wednesday morning was downgraded to a tropical storm. Since then, it weakened even further and is now a tropical depression. However, Ada is projected to strengthen back into a tropical storm tomorrow and will move through Cuba, where we don't know what exactly the impacts should be. So if you know someone who lives there, definitely keep an eye on that. Hopefully.
Thank you, Jack. Registration for Spring 2021 classes opened up yesterday for graduate and honor students. Registration will be opening up tomorrow for seniors with 90+ credits. For your specific registration time, make sure to check out the GMU Registrar or Patriot Web.
We will now turn it over to Stone Mueller, who will be talking about fun ways to spend the Thanksgiving holiday. Stone?
Thank you, Cayla and Ryan. Hello, Patriots. We are right in the middle of the fall season, and there are some must-do activities to make the most of it. If you are looking for the best spots to watch the leaves change, then here are some insider secrets. Check out some of the places, such as the George Washington Memorial Parkway, Great Falls Park, Lake Aquatank, and if you are looking for one close to campus, then you can't miss Burke Lake. If you want to get away for a weekend, then consider making the drive out to Shenandoah National Park for some views you won't soon forget. Thanksgiving is also right around the corner, and while it may still be a few weeks away, there are still some fun things you can do to get into the holiday spirit. Some fun virtual things you can do is challenge your friends to a Thanksgiving Kahoot, play a game of Thanksgiving bingo, or if you want to go outside, you and a few friends can decorate cornhole boards and play a fun game of Thanksgiving cornhole. Well, that's it for me this week. Back to you, Cayla and Ryan.
Earlier this week, Mason Police sent out an email to students regarding ongoing concerns about a man named Sean Tyree, who has been reported trying to lure women students into parties with him by impersonating a Mason student, often promising to give them drugs and alcohol. Mason PD was able to apprehend the individual in the past. However, reports of him are continuing to come out with him still trying to lure women in the surrounding area outside of campus, with a prime location being University Mall. Mason police are continuing to work with the local police department. They ask that you stay vigilant, and if you see the reported individual on or around the GMU campus, to call Mason police immediately at 703-993-2810.
An email was sent out this evening in regards to Mason's decision on allowing alternate grading for this semester. Similarly to the pass-fail option that was implemented in the spring 2020 semester, this comes as good news to the many students who supported this idea and made their voices heard. The alternate grading accommodation has two options. The first option is the credit non-credit opt-in. This option allows for students to choose to either have A through F grading or pass or fail on a class-by-class basis. This would apply only to undergraduates, and the decision would have to be made before the start of the spring 2021 classes. Incomplete grades can also be chosen for students who might be passing a course but are unable to complete coursework by the end of the semester due to extenuating circumstances.
Tuesday, November 3rd was Election Day. Students who did not vote by mail, absentee, or early had one more chance to give to the polls and cast their vote. As of right now, a winner has not been declared in some of the crucial swing states, and we may not have an official result until the end of the week because of the remaining mail-in ballots that still need to be counted. The country has been waiting to see the results who will win the presidency. Ryan, have you been following the election?
Yes, I have. I've been watching the whole United States, just the map turning blue, red, all the states like a hawk. It's very difficult to know who's going to become the president because in 2016, Hillary won the popular vote, but Donald Trump is obviously the 45th president. So when people ask me who's going to win, I honestly do not know what to say.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I have actually been tracking Associated Press to see, and it's just he's Biden is at 264, and people are saying that he's going to win, but it can turn out either way.
Yeah, it really could. You never know how anything's going to turn out. Thank you for tuning in today, Patriots. You can keep up with news on and off campus if you follow us on Instagram at MCN on Twitter and Facebook at Mason Cable Network, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Mason Cable Network. I'm Ryan Petrus.
And I'm Cayla Cade. Have a great day, Patriots.